Hey, it's me, Mario!
Hi, hello and welcome back. Today, as I promised, I'm going to got to stop them oil leaks. I've taken the drawbar off, the dropper unit off completely, as you can see. Let's get behind it a bit. Because the oil filler, or the magnetic unit at the back, is underneath all that. It's in here, and there's no way I could get a drum under it. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I've taken all the drawbar off. I'll probably show you me putting it back on, but I wanted to take it away and just clean the bolts up. So I've got it around the ramp, the tractor, so we'll show you what we're doing around there. Right, as you can see, the drawbar's all off. I've taken it all off, I'm just showing you that. And that brass nut there, or phosphor bronze, whatever it is, that's what we're draining the oil out. It's a bit of a slow job. I've already got 5 gallon out of it. They tell me there's 13 in it. Now we're up on the ramp. Let me just show you, it might help you. That's how high it is off the floor. So I'm not quite sure what degrees it's about a foot off the floor at the back. I could put the old tractor on the ramp, because it's an 8.5 ton ramp. But what I wanted is nose down, so I didn't have to drain so much oil out to get this unit out. So I've just backed up the ramp a bit like that, as you can see, and I'll just show you these bolts. Right, it's a bit of a slow job. I've got the drum stacked up on blocks, so we've got the first 5 gallon out. Let's go for the second. And that's about the speed it runs. I hope you can see that. It's a bit of a slow job, but never mind. Better to save the oil than waste it. I don't know what it'll be a gallon, but it'll be 50 quid or probably something like 30 quid a gallon. 30 quid for 5 gallon, £50 for 5 gallon. I'm not quite sure. I should have checked that, shouldn't I? It's universal back end oil. It's a Leyland 272, so it's universal back end oil. I did have a bit of a job undoing this against that, so that wanted to come undone. I'm not quite sure yet what's behind it. I've got a book, I should have looked, but the way I was told on the website is that I unscrew this and it comes out as a filter housing. Well, it's not quite looking like that, but once we've got a bit of oil out of it, and there's not a lot of chance of me wasting 10 gallon of oil, then we'll investigate a bit more. I'll go get the book, but I think it's pretty straightforward. So that's where we're at. Once I start pulling this out, we'll dig in a bit deeper and I'll bring the camera back. Right, we'll just undo the large nut around the outside and see how we get on. Well, I'm assuming all that's supposed to pull straight out with a filter and there's a gauze there, but oh, here it comes. Right, some slime on that, isn't there? And this one in here apparently, yeah, it's been damaged, look, so we've got a bit of repairing in there to do. I would imagine that's supposed to be inside it is, and somebody's damaged it. And there's a magnet here, and there's a few magnet fans, so that needs a good wash. We've got a bucket behind us so we can wash that in. What I had was a problem with it sealing around here, and I've got a nut up here that won't seal as well. Inside there looks as clean as a whistle. Right, I'll just get that clean, have a look at it, and then we'll bring you back and see if we can seal that somehow. We might end up putting thread tape around it or something. We can't. If I might have an O-ring that'll fit it, I'm not sure. And we'll take this top one out as well, and we'll have a look at that. Right, just hope you can see this. That's what's. Can you see that? That's how much metal's on that magnet. So there's quite a bit. So if you take yours off, it's probably what you know you can expect. I'll try and keep it in there. It's difficult to do all this in film because your hands are just lathered all the time. As you can see. You can see there's that magnet in there which picks all the filings. It's a great idea, really. It's you're always going to get iron filings in a gearbox. Don't think you're going to take a gearbox apart at 50-year-old and not take iron filings out of it. I can assure you that's not going to happen. Especially tractors, you know, you're grating the gears all day long, but at least all these filings are out the way. Okay. They're stuck to a magnet, they're not hurting anything down there, and they're all out of the way. They're not riding around all the bearings and things. So, it's got a copper washer on it, as you can see. I might have a new one of those, but I won't have one for the big one, I don't think. So that's got a copper washer on it, that's how it seals. And the large bolt with a gasket on, it's got a copper washer on as well. It's so sunny out here, I'm just to see what I'm doing. But I don't think I'll have one that big. And then this gauze is just brazed. I'm not going to bring it too high. It's brazed in there, look. So it is quite dirty, so I'm going to give that a really good clean. And if you can see inside there, there's another finer gauze inside and it's quite dirty. So we're going to give it a really good brush out and go from there. Right, I'll bring you back when we get a bit closer and I can keep drier. Right, okay. I've got a new copper washer on that, look, so that should seal okay. Yeah, clean the magnet off best I can. And then the magnet fits inside. Can you see that? Ooh, the magnet fits inside this tube. And inside here is a gauze and an even thinner gauze. So that goes, that'll be still in frame, like that. And so we've got a new copper washer on there, so that should seal alright. Now on here, I haven't got any copper washers that big. So what I've done, I've put an O-ring on it. So I'm just going to screw it in now and just see and feel what it feels like. Right, there we have it. I've just got a bolt to take out this top. That O-ring seems to have gone round it, sealed it quite well. Let's face it, we do seal all kinds of things with O-rings, so I don't know if anybody's done it before. I'll ask them on the website. Some tell me they put thread tape around it to seal them, but yeah, I'd rather have an O-ring in there, I think, squeezed up. One thing we don't want it to do is to come undone, vibrate and come undone and lose all your back end oil. But it has gone quite tight. I'm quite impressed with it, so, and it's something I can keep my eye on. Yeah, quite happy with that. Right, the bolt we're going to try and get out is that one there, and we'll have a look at it. For some reason they're a weird size. These things aren't metric. That's 16mm. I hope we're recording. Yeah. Bigger socket set. Right, we'll give it a tweak. Hope you can see all this. I don't know why this one leaks and the rest don't, but there's a right. Well, that's all yucky in there, look. I don't know why that's through to the casting, I really don't. Hope you can see that. I'll give it a clean, we'll have a little poke. And round, oh, it's just awful when you're, every tool in the book needs to be around here. And you're backwards and forwards, fetching tools. When we get the building built, then hopefully all the tools will be around here. But with this terrible virus, and I hope you're all keeping safe, by the way, with this terrible virus going on, can't do anything at the moment. Again, maybe somebody knows why that one leaks and the rest doesn't. You can see how it runs down there. No idea why. No idea. Because I haven't got my overalls on, so I haven't got anything to poke in there. Right, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put a... If we put a copper washer straight on that, it won't seal it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a small O-ring. Hope you can, this is in frame, is it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a small O-ring on here. And hopefully the O-ring, I don't think it's coming out with a lot of pressure, but I think the O-ring will seal it. I'll clean the threads while I'm at it. We do need to have a spring washer on there so they don't come undone, because this is what holds the back casting on the engine on. Sorry, on the transmission on. So we do need to have a spring washer on there. So we're going to go give it a clean up, see if I put an O-ring on it and see what happens. I think a copper washer will do it.